What's up, everyone? This is Zack Hample coming to you from Camden Yards, my favorite stadium in Major League Baseball. And I'm extra excited today because the Texas Rangers are here and those guys can seriously hit. Remember the videos I did recently in Cleveland when the Reds were there and how I talked about how lousy a BP team they were? Well, the Rangers are basically the opposite. Joey Gallo in BP by himself is almost worth the price of admission. Today I want to see if he can hit one off the warehouse on the fly. And then during the game, there should be lots of balls flying, so let's get to it. Gotta look alive. Unfortunately, the Orioles finished hitting before the gates opened, but check this out. Bartolo Colon, aka Big Sexy, front and center at the age of 45, playing catch right along the left field foul line. Amazing to get that close to one of baseball's legends. And he and his throwing partner were a little bit wild. The guy way out in center field, not sure who, bounced one to Bartolo and it skipped up into the stands. So I grabbed that baseball on the board, and then I got one tossed up just a few minutes later at the dugout from Adrian Beltre, future Hall of Famer. So it looks like the Rangers are going to start hitting in just a few minutes. Different players are taking fungos right now in the field, so I'm going to get out to right field. I think there's going to be some big-time lefties in the first group. Rangers BP is underway, but before I headed to the outfield, there was still a little more work to be done. So I went back to the left field foul line, and the players were just really chill. One of the relievers, I'm not sure who, was just chilling there, sitting on the edge of the wall, interacting with fans. And then another guy, again, not sure who, when he finished warming up, he flipped me the ball. There was no competition. It was nice and empty early on. Almost felt a little bit like spring training. So 3 baseballs before I headed to the outfield, and I decided to go to left field because there were a bunch of righties. And I got 3 home runs out there. The first 2 I think were hit by Adrian Beltre, caught one on the fly that came right to me deep in left field, ran a section, picked one up in the seats, and then the third one, I was surrounded by people, but I was able to elevate and make the catch just above everybody else's glove. So kind of a fun little tune-up for the home run derby right there. And now, as you can see, I'm out in right field, right near the flag court. There's a bunch of lefties in this group, so I'm hoping for some more action. I went back on that one. I should have gone forward.
Good job, Zack.
Nice. Rugneto Dur.
Good job. There it is. Heads up. Heads up, heads up.
Now that's positioning right there.
Good catch. Thank you.
As predicted, batting practice today was epic. The Texas Rangers put on such a good show, and I was catching baseballs all over the place. I got 3 toss-ups early, I got 3 home runs in left field, then came over to right field and caught a couple of home runs here. There was a Rugneto Dur line drive that I caught all the way at the back of the flag court. My videographer was ducking out of the way. He thought he was going to get killed by it, and I think it's actually a good thing that he did duck. So I backed up and I caught that thing right up against the back gate. And then, when Joey Gallo stepped to the dish, I moved over a section to my right, toward right center field, positioned myself in that open gate so that I could back up onto Utah Street if he launched one, and he did. I backed up, I tracked that thing the whole way. He must have hit that about 450 feet, and that was a can of corn. I was right underneath it, no competition, and that felt amazing. So that gave me 8 baseballs, and then back over in left field, I had a chance to use the glove trick at the very end of BP. Bartolo Colon threw a baseball to someone that fell short and ended up on this little walkway, this staircase, right beside the bullpens. So I climbed up on a seat, set up the glove trick, and I was able to reel in that baseball. So 9 for the day. I'm hoping I can find a way to get one more ball and hit double digits. During the game, I might be out in the flag court, might go to left field if there are righties up. I might wander into foul territory, third out ball, foul ball, who knows. This ballpark is so awesome. No matter where you go, it feels like there's always an opportunity. All right, here we go with a specialty seafood item. Everybody always talks about the crab cakes in Maryland, but today I'm going with the lobster roll. Special shout out to my buddy Joey who treated me to this thing. 15 bucks, that's not cheap. Not very big, but looks absolutely delicious. You ready for this? Manny Machado, possibly spending his last few days in a Baltimore Orioles uniform. By the time this video comes out, he might already be playing for a different team. And FYI guys, I often release these videos a week or two late, just so you're aware of that. Now, this game is underway. I spent the first inning or so out on the flag court in right field. There were some powerful lefties up for the Rangers, but they didn't do anything. Now I'm over here in left field. There's a decent amount of space, and nearly every batter in the Orioles lineup is right-handed, so I might camp out here for a bit. Again, I am tempted to go for double digits and try to work the foul balls and third out balls, but I do like my home run chances right here. And Cole Hamels, the Rangers starter, is perfect through 3. It's the top of the 6th inning. This game is tied 1-1, and I just caught this baseball, a Joey Gallo home run on the fly right here in left field. So before I show you the clip of myself catching it, let me just explain kind of what went on leading up to that moment, okay? Now initially, I was planning to be deep in right field for Gallo's at bats, but my buddies Tim and Grant were out there. We were all negotiating about who was gonna play where, and those guys are regulars. They kind of have the whole flag court on lockdown. So Tim suggested that I come over here, and we all knew that this would be a worthwhile spot as well. So I gotta give a tip of the hat to Tim for suggesting left field in the first place. And man, when Gallo put a swing on that ball and sent a towering fly ball in my direction, my first thought was that it might actually reach the seats, but I was thinking maybe 20 feet that way toward left center. But then it started twisting toward me. I was camped out on the stairs, and you can see the clip from there. So here it is, my 61st lifetime game home run, 41st on the fly. That's 6 game home runs this season. You can see why Camden Yards is my favorite place. This area in left field is a magical spot. I caught Mike Trout's first career home run out here. I'd say about 20 feet in that direction. Double digits, baby. It has been achieved tonight here in Baltimore.
Tough loss for the O's.
Amazing night here in Baltimore. Maybe not so much for Orioles fans who saw their team lose 5-4, but for me, I had so much fun here from start to finish. Now the Orioles did not take BP, but the Rangers were out early, got some toss-ups from them, and then it was a home run barrage like I haven't seen in quite some time. I got 5 home run balls during BP from the Rangers, including 4 that I caught on the fly, left field, right field. The biggest one, of course, was Joey Gallo. And then he delivered to me during the game itself. 61 lifetime game home runs, like I said, 6 this season. Not sure if I can get 10 home runs before this season is through, but we'll see. Still have a lot of games and a lot of stadiums planned, so stay tuned for that. Now, the 10 baseballs today, including the ones that I gave away, bring my lifetime total to 10,484. And by the way, that 9th ball that I got using my glove trick, I did a whole separate video of the glove trick explaining that as a tutorial. I will link to that in the description, so if you're wondering how to do that, check it out. Another link that I'm going to show is a direct link to the highlight on MLB.com of Gallo's home run and my catch, so you can watch that as well. And other than that, I'll be back here tomorrow. It's going to be very crowded, very crazy. Look for that video. And guys, thank you for watching this one.